Hello, and a massive welcome back to day 9 of our 60 Days Spoken English podcast. Wow, Ishani. Just stop for a second and think about this. Our listeners have officially moved past the first week of their transformation.
It's incredible, Sam. Honestly, if you are tuned in right now, your ears are finally starting to get used to the natural rhythm of English. Hopefully, your tongue is feeling a little less tongue-tied when you try to repeat these phrases. You are doing the hard work, and it shows. Absolutely.
Today, we are shifting our focus toward a skill that is vital for almost every professional role in the USA, UK, and beyond, especially for those looking into customer support jobs. Even if you aren't planning to work in a call center, today's lesson is a goldmine for your career.
Why is that, Sam?
Because every single day, in every job, we have to handle people who are unhappy. We have to solve problems, and most importantly, we have to say sorry in a way that sounds professional and confident rather than weak or guilty.
Exactly. In this deep dive, we are going to cover the language of support, handling complaints politely using the GIST method, and the art of the professional apology.
So, listeners, get your notebooks ready. Maybe grab a glass of water or a coffee if it's your rush hour, and let's dive into the world of professional service. Absolutely.
In any support role, whether you're a hotel receptionist, a postal clerk, or a tech support agent, the first 10 seconds define the whole interaction.
Let's look at some perfect opening phrases. A postal clerk often starts with, "What can I do for you today?" This is a classic open-ended question. Now, notice the music of that sentence. The intonation drops at the end because it starts with what. It's an invitation for the customer to talk.
If you're in a more formal setting, like a doctor's office or a law firm, you might hear, "What seems to be the problem?" This is slightly more clinical, but very effective when someone is calling with a technical issue.
Wow. Did you notice how these professionals never just say, "What do you want?" Did you? That would be far too direct and almost rude. Instead, they use "can I" or "how can I."
For example, a waiter might say, "Can I start you off with something to drink?" A salesperson might say, "Can I help you?" Or the even more polite version, "May I help you?"
Here's a pro tip for your TTS practice. When you ask a yes or no question, like, "Can I help you?" your voice should rise at the end to show friendliness. But when you ask an information question, like, "What do you need?" your voice should fall.
Absolutely. Mastering these tiny changes in your pitch makes you sound like a native speaker. And remember day 8? If you're on a support call and the connection is bad, don't panic. Say, "Sorry, the phone is cutting out," or "I'm losing you." Be a pro. Say, "Listen, I'll text you exactly what I need," or "Could you please repeat that?"
Now, let's talk about the hard stuff. Complaints. No one likes being shouted at, but in support, it's going to happen.
It's part of the job, Sam, but we have a secret weapon, extensive listening. Remember our reading for the GIST strategy?
Yes. When a customer is complaining at 100 miles per hour, don't try to translate every single angry word in your head. If you do that, you will get overwhelmed and your brain will freeze. Instead, listen for the gist.
Ask yourself, are they angry about the price, the timing, the quality? Once you have the gist, you can respond with confidence. The most important part of handling a complaint is empathy. In our story, when Mark tells Nancy he's lost, she says, "Oh, I know how you feel." That is a magic phrase.
If a customer says, "I've been waiting for my package for a week," you can say, "I know how you feel and I apologize for the delay."
Or you could say, "I understand you are not happy." This is the formal, professional version of, "Oh no." Wow, did you see how that works? You're acknowledging their feelings without admitting the company is bad.
Another great tool is the "how about" suggestion. If you can't give a customer exactly what they want, offer a compromise.
Jake uses this in our sources when he says, "How about a compromise?" In support, you could say, "How about I send you a replacement instead of a refund?" Or, "How about we try a different approach?"
Notice that "how about" is always followed by an ing verb or a noun. It's a tentative suggestion. It makes you sound helpful rather than bossy. Absolutely. The customer feels like they have a choice, and that lowers their grit or anger.
And if they ask for something impossible, don't just say no. Say, I'm afraid that's not possible, but let's see what else we can do. Using let's see shows you are making an effort to find a solution.
All right, let's move to the art of the apology. There's a huge difference between saying sorry to a friend and saying it to a boss or a high-paying customer.
In our story, Mariana says, I'm so ashamed. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. While that's emotional in an office, we want to stay composed.
Instead of I wasn't thinking, a pro says I apologize for the oversight or I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
What if you make a small mistake, like on a bill? You could say, your total comes to $20.35. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Let me correct that for you.
And Sam, what about honesty? We saw that in the Robert Greene case. Lying to the police or a customer always makes it worse. Did you? If a mistake happened, own it.
Use the word just to show immediate action. I'll just check that for you right now. Or, it just happened. Let me fix it.
And when someone thanks you for fixing it, instead of just thanks, use I appreciate your patience or I appreciate your business. The phrase I appreciate it is very professional. It's much stronger than a simple thanks. Absolutely.
Let's put all of this into a real-life simulation. Sam, you be the angry customer at Robert Greene's antique shop, and I'll be the support agent.
Sam, customer. This watch is a piece of junk. It stopped working after just 1 hour. I paid £130 for this.
Ishani, support. Good morning. I know how you feel, and I appreciate you bringing this to our attention. What seems to be the problem with the watch?
Customer, it just stopped, dead. I want my money back right now.
Ishani, support. Let's see. I'd like to check the mechanism first to see what happened. How about I send it to our specialist for a quick look, or would you rather look at a different model in the shop?
Customer, I don't have time for this. I have a meeting.
Ishani, support. I understand you are not happy, and I apologize for the inconvenience. I'll just talk to my manager and see if we can do an immediate exchange for you. Thank you for your patience.
Wow. Did you hear that, listeners? Ishani didn't get angry back. She used how about, I'd like to, I understand, and I apologize. She stayed professional and she offered a compromise. Absolutely. That is how you win in a global workplace.
We have covered an incredible amount of professional territory today, from the opening of a support call to the gist of a complaint and the perfect professional apology.
I hope you are feeling like a pro already. Your day 9 challenge is this. I want you to imagine you are a customer support agent. Write down a professional apology for 3 different situations: a late delivery, a broken product, a bad phone connection.
Ishani, use at least one phrase from today, like, I apologize for the inconvenience, or I appreciate your patience. Read them out loud to a mirror. Try to get that intonation right, rising for yes or no questions, falling for information questions.
Absolutely. You are doing the work and the results will show. Tomorrow, for day 10, we are moving into presentation skills. We'll talk about confidence body language and how to end the presentation smoothly. It's going to be a game changer for your career.
Ishani, thank you for being here with us. Keep listening for the gist, keep practicing your how-abouts, and we will see you tomorrow.
Sam, stay professional, stay confident, and as always, happy learning.
Ishani, thank you and good night.
Take care, everyone.